Have you ever woken up from a nightmare with your heart racing, your body completely tense, and your brain asking one desperate question: why did that just happen? Most of us think nightmares are just random, scary glitches in our sleep, but science suggests they aren't random at all. Nightmares are deeply connected to how your brain processes fear, stress, memory, and emotion while you rest. Today, let's break down exactly why nightmares happen, not with superstition but with neuroscience. First, what exactly is a nightmare? A nightmare is a disturbing dream that creates fear, anxiety, sadness, or stress strong enough to wake you up. That waking up part is the crucial distinction. A bad dream might feel unpleasant, but a nightmare actively interrupts your sleep and leaves you emotionally shaken even after your eyes open. And here is our first scientific clue. Nightmares happen most frequently during REM sleep. REM stands for rapid eye movement. This is the stage where your dreams are the most vivid, emotional, and story-like. During REM, your brain is highly active, but your body is mostly paralyzed. It is as if your brain is running an intense movie, but your muscles are temporarily locked, so you don't accidentally act it out. But REM sleep isn't just movie night for your mind. It's actually high-stakes emotional processing center. Researchers have found that during REM sleep, the specific brain regions involved in emotion and memory are incredibly active. The amygdala, strongly linked to fear and threat detection. The hippocampus, responsible for organizing and consolidating memories. But here's the catch. While your emotional and memory centers are turned all the way up, parts of your prefrontal cortex, the region responsible for logic, reasoning, and self control, are much less active than when you are awake. So the emotional brain is firing. The memory system is active, but the rational, wait, this makes no sense, part of your brain is locked out of the room. That is why a nightmare feels 100% believable while it's happening. Your emotional brain reacts first, and your logical brain joins the meeting completely late. So, why would our brains evolve to do this? One major explanation is called the threat simulation theory. According to this theory, your dreams act like a virtual reality training ground. In ancient environments, being able to safely rehearse threats like dodging predators, escaping enemies, navigating social rejection, or finding your way when lost helped humans survive in the waking world. From this evolutionary perspective, nightmares aren't meaningless cruelty. They are your brain running danger simulations. But sometimes the simulations becomes too intense. Instead of helping you process the fear, the dream completely overwhelms your system and wakes you up. That's the exact moment a normal emotional dream crosses the line into a nightmare. Another vital explanation comes down to day-to-day emotional processing. During the day, you experience stress, conflict, deadlines, and uncertainty. At night, your brain doesn't just shut down. It goes to work sorting memories, connecting emotions, and trying to strip away the emotional charge of difficult experiences. Sleep researchers study this using a concept called fear extinction. What is fear extinction? It is the brain's process of learning that something previously scary is no longer dangerous. For example, if an experiment teaches you to associate a harmless image with a mild shock, fear extinction is the process where your brain later sees the image without the shock and updates its status to "this is safe now." Studies show that REM sleep is absolutely critical for this emotional updating. When REM sleep is disrupted, our brains struggle to calm down old fear memories. Think of it like opening too many heavy tabs on a computer. Your brain is trying to organize your emotional files, but one file is too heavy, too stressful, or too unresolved. The entire system freezes and you snap awake. This structural overload explains why nightmares skyrocket during stressful periods, like before exams, after arguments, or during major life transitions. It also explains the powerful connection between nightmares and trauma. People experiencing post-traumatic stress symptoms frequently report repeated nightmares. Interestingly, research shows these trauma nightmares are rarely exact, step-by-step replays of the actual event. Instead, the brain replays the emotional themes, feelings of helplessness, panic, or danger wrapped in a completely different storyline. Researchers Tor Nielsen and Ross Levin proposed a famous neurocognitive model of nightmares to explain this. Their model suggests that nightmares occur when a person carries a massive emotional load, and the sleeping brain's natural ability to regulate distress simply fails to cope. But why choose such bizarre abstract images? Why dream of a shadowy monster instead of your actual stressful job? Because dreams don't speak in clean, logical sentences. They work through association. Your brain blends a memory from yesterday, a fear from childhood, a background sound from your bedroom, and a movie scene you saw last week. The image itself is symbolic, but the emotion is entirely real. In fact, your autonomic nervous system, the system that controls your fight or flight response, can fully activate during a nightmare. When you wake up sweating, shaking, or breathing fast, it's not just in your head. Your physical body responded to the dream as if the threat was 100% real. Because nightmares operate on neural pathways, science has proven we aren't completely helpless against them. Take imagery rehearsal therapy, IRT, a highly effective treatment for recurring nightmares. In IRT, a person sits down while awake, writes out their recurring nightmare, deliberately changes the storyline into something safe or less frightening, and then mentally rehearses the new version. It sounds almost too simple to work, but the clinical data is powerful. A landmark randomized controlled trial published in JAMA, a peer-reviewed medical journal, in 2001 tested imagery rehearsal therapy on women experiencing chronic nightmares related to post-traumatic stress. The researchers discovered that treating the nightmares directly not only reduced the frequency of the disturbing dreams, but it also significantly improved their overall sleep quality and reduced their daytime PTSD symptoms. This proves that nightmares aren't permanent, unchangeable messages from a mysterious subconscious. They can be subconscious habits, and habits can be retrained. So let's look at the final nightmare formula. A nightmare is the perfect overlap of 5 distinct systems. REM sleep creates vivid story-like dreams. The amygdala activates fear-related memories. Your rational brain dials back its control. Stress or trauma increases your waking emotional load. The brain tries to process the fear, but the simulation becomes too intense, triggering a physical wake-up response. If you experience occasional nightmares, remember, nothing is wrong with you. This is a normal part of how the human brain handles emotion, uncertainty, and memory. Sleep isn't just physical rest, it's emotional maintenance. The next time you wake up with your heart racing, take a deep breath and change your perspective. Your brain wasn't trying to terrorize you for no reason. It was working through something heavy, maybe a bit clumsily, and definitely with too much drama. But it was trying to protect, process, and help you adapt. The simulation just got a little too real. If you found this breakdown helpful, hit the like button, subscribe for more deep dives into the human mind, and let me know in the comments what's the weirdest nightmare your brain has ever put you through. Sleep well and see you in the next video.